Hello, dear soul. Welcome. Know that you haven't found this message by chance. You were guided here. There's something special waiting for your spirit, and the universe is glad you've arrived. Take a deep breath, get centered. If this message touches your heart, whisper or think, "I believe." Let that be your sign today, to the divine, to the angels, to yourself. Let your faith be seen. Let that belief open the door for what's next. Now listen closely. Beloved, the message from the angels is crystal clear. Your soulmate is traveling right now. Not moving away from you, but coming toward you. Yes, they are in motion. Yes, the path is being cleared. Yes, their soul is searching for yours. And here's a part you might not have expected. This person is younger than you, perhaps in years, or maybe just young at heart and spirit. And they're already financially comfortable, but they aren't showing up just to give you material things. They are bringing divine proof that all the waiting, all the letting go, all the nights you wondered if love would ever find you again, none of it was wasted. The angels show movement, a journey, maybe a literal road trip in a vehicle, maybe a spiritual shift or relocation. But this person is definitely moving. Their energy is already brushing against yours. Even if you don't know their name yet, their soul has already whispered yours. Perhaps you've been sensing them in dreams? Maybe you're seeing repeating numbers like 333, 717, or even 55. These are signs of love, divine alignment, and change. They aren't just coincidences. They're like little breadcrumbs from heaven, guiding you closer as divine timing unfolds. The angels really want you to hear this next part. You didn't miss your moment. Remember the promise. See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? What the divine is doing now might not look like what you expected, but it will be even better. This soulmate connection isn't coming just to fill your days with romance. It's coming to fulfill purpose, to spark your calling, and to heal that quiet part of you that stopped believing you were truly chosen. Your soulmate, the one traveling toward you, has also faced their own trials. And that's important to know. This isn't someone untouched by pain. In fact, their success, both financially and spiritually, was earned through some tough awakenings. They too have cried. They too have wondered if love that was safe, real, and heaven-approved even existed. But the divine has preserved them, kept them safe just for you. The angels say, this person is not intimidated by your strength. They're drawn to it. They're not confused by your depth. They crave it. And even though there might be an age difference, they were spiritually prepared, matured, to meet you right where your heart is. So, push away any doubt that you are too much, too late, or too different. Remember the wisdom that tells us the divine doesn't look at things the way people do. People focus on outward appearances, but the divine looks at the heart. This is a heart-to-heart connection, a soul-to-soul assignment. And yes, this connection is divinely timed to bless you financially as well, but not like a transaction. This person is a giver, not just of gifts, but of peace, laughter, vision, and comfort. They genuinely want to pour into you, not just because they are able, but because they recognize your worth. Some of you listening right now have had your heart shattered by people who made you feel like you had to constantly earn their love. People who saw your light but tried to dim it. That cycle is over. Remember the idea that the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. This next season is about receiving without having to beg, being seen without having to shrink, and most importantly, being loved without having to prove you're worthy. The soulmate coming toward you is already praying for you, already dreaming of you. Their journey has been long, just like yours, but the road is getting shorter, the distance is shrinking, and the angels say they're getting closer. If you've been feeling random waves of warmth or sudden moments of peace that don't quite make sense, that's them. Your souls are touching in the unseen world. That's why you're being guided to this message now. The veil between worlds feels thinner. You might start noticing certain songs seem to follow you everywhere. You might feel your own energy shifting, maybe feeling the desire to clean your space, dress a bit differently, or start healthy routines again. Don't ignore those nudges. That's your soul preparing itself. You are not crazy. You are being positioned. Think of the wisdom. Finding a true partner is finding a good thing and obtaining favor from the Lord. This isn't about gender roles. It's about the blessing of divine union. This person sees you as the good thing they've been asking heaven for. They see you as sacred. The favor already over their life actually multiplies through their connection with you. But the angels want you to be spiritually aware. This connection is so powerful, so full of light, that it might attract some opposition in the spirit realm. You might start to notice some emotional turbulence, distractions popping up, sudden fatigue, or even people from your past reappearing. This is like spiritual static trying to delay what heaven has already scheduled. Don't panic. Don't get drawn into the distraction. Come back to your center. Speak words of protection, like those in Psalm 91, aloud over your life. Pray for clarity. And remember, negativity can only delay what the divine ordains. It can never destroy it. You have heaven's protection. Your soulmate is being guarded. You are being shielded. This meeting will not be missed. Remember the guidance. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You are not chasing love. You are aligning with it. You are not begging for purpose. You are born with it. And as you seek your spiritual connection, as you keep your heart surrendered and open, everything meant for you is catching up. Even now, as you listen, the angels are working behind the scenes. This connection isn't coming to distract you. It's coming to activate you. You will pray together, laugh together, build together. You'll have moments where you both just stop and realize, this is what peace feels like. This is what divine love feels like. They might look different than what you imagined. Their background might surprise you. But the confirmation will be in how they treat your soul. And when they speak, their words will sound like a voice your spirit already knows. That's how you'll know. If this resonates with you so far, affirm it in your heart. I believe. Let the angels feel your faith in action. Let this be a message the universe uses to reach you again and again. Stay close. Now, there's more heaven wants to share. Yes, beloved, let's continue. The angels want to reassure you of something powerful right now. The delays you have experienced in your love life, especially those moments when you felt abandoned, rejected, or overlooked, those were not punishments. They were divine protections. You were being hidden, kept safe, not ignored. Heaven was preserving your heart for someone who could actually carry it, cherish it. And now, the time of hiding is ending. The divine is revealing you to the one who can see you properly. The one who won't run from your calling. The one who won't compete with your light. The one who won't misunderstand your deep emotions as weakness, but will see them as depth. The one who will listen to your silence and hear everything. The angels say, this person has seen glimpses of you already, in dreams, in meditation, even in prayer. They may have described you to others without even knowing your name. They have spoken your spirit, your essence, into the air, and the Holy Spirit heard it. There's a divine pull happening now, a gravitational shift in the spirit. And this pull is not fantasy. It is not wishful thinking. It is a deep soul agreement being activated. Your person, the one whose heart is tethered to yours, is preparing in ways you cannot yet see. They might be reading more, praying more, healing wounds they never talked about, breaking free from patterns that no longer serve them. Because their soul knows they're about to meet someone holy, someone chosen, someone who makes sense to their spirit, even if the world doesn't understand it. And yes, they might be younger, but not immature. In fact, their youthful energy may be the exact counterbalance to the heaviness you've sometimes carried. While you may have been a warrior, the builder, the one who never gave up, they might come with joy, spontaneity, adventure, and light. You bring the grounding, they bring the fire. Together, you'll help each other heal. Your soul has known many lifetimes of responsibility, self-sacrifice, and spiritual battle. But the angels say this next chapter is about reward, about sweetness, about sacred ease. Remember the wisdom. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Your season of sorrow is closing. Your season of sacred union is opening. And let's talk about the material blessings connected to this union. Because the divine isn't just sending you a partner for love, they're sending you a partner in purpose. Someone with provision. Someone who already carries abundance, whether in literal finances or in influence, resources, and access. They have been entrusted with much because heaven knew they would use it well. And part of their divine assignment is to bless you. Not in a way that makes you feel indebted, but in a way that helps you rise into the fullness of your calling. They may offer you support, investment, space to create, or simply the financial freedom to rest and realign. And when they give, it will be from joy, not from a place of control. Because they don't want to own you, they want to honor you. You, beloved, are not a charity case. You are a divine inheritance. And just as they are blessing you, you are blessing them. You carry the peace they've prayed for, the discernment, the vision, the faith. They may have known many people who loved their status, but didn't truly love their soul. But you'll love them for who they really are, even behind the scenes. Together, your lives will reflect the idea. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. You won't just fall in love, you'll elevate in love, rise in love, heal in love, build in love. Now, the angels want to prepare you for a moment that's coming. A moment when you'll have to choose faith over fear. Because when this connection arrives, when this younger, abundant, joyful soul steps into your life, it may not look exactly like what you've imagined. And some part of your old wounds might whisper, "Are you sure?" Don't sabotage it. Don't second-guess what heaven is delivering. Don't let fear of the past infect your future. Remember the promise. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Not the leftovers, not the crumbs, not the half-loves, but the true desires, the ones that feel like home. And you know what else the angels say? This connection has been tested in the spirit before it ever arrived in the natural world. Your prayers have reached heaven, and so have theirs in moments of silence, in tears, in lonely hotel rooms, in quiet car rides. Your voices, though unknown to each other, have touched the ears of the divine. And now the time is ripe. This is not just a personal love story. This is a prophetic alignment. This connection is bigger than romance. It is a ripple effect through generations. You and this person were destined not just to love one another, but to create something together that outlasts you. A legacy, a mission, a vibration of healing that blesses everyone who witnesses it. This is why negativity tried so hard to discourage you. Why the distractions came. Why old relationships lingered in your mind. Because the aim was to confuse you, delay you, distract you, so you wouldn't be ready when your soulmate came. But you resisted. You stayed faithful. You chose growth over comfort, and heaven took notice. Remember the blessing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Your heart has stayed soft even when life tried to harden you. You've continued to believe in miracles. You've forgiven when no apology came. You've shown up when no one clapped. That's why the blessing is so big. That's why your soulmate is already in motion. That's why this message is for you. And here's your angelic instruction for now. Practice preemptive gratitude. Start saying thank you for the love that hasn't arrived yet. Start making space for them in your routines, your home, your thoughts. Start preparing your life as if the knock on the door could come tomorrow. Because spiritually, it already has. Gratitude is your open door. Remember the guidance. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known. The more you thank the divine for what's on the way, the faster it seems to arrive. The more you speak love into the air, the more love flows back to you. Heaven moves on the vibration of faith. So go ahead, beloved. Speak it aloud or in your heart. I receive my soulmate. I receive divine love. I receive the purpose and the provision the divine has for me. And watch how the atmosphere around you begins to shift. Watch how peace increases, how distractions lose their power, how the right people begin to appear. This is no longer just a season of waiting. It is a season of arrival. Your soulmate is traveling toward you, not to confuse you, not to test you, but to join with you for love, for purpose, for a mission bigger than either of you could accomplish alone. If you're still here, I know your spirit is wide open right now. Affirm it, blessed and ready, because that's what you are. Yes, beloved, let's keep going. The angels are still speaking. There's something deep stirring in your spirit right now. A feeling that's hard to explain, but undeniable. It's not just hope, it's confirmation. And that's because your soul recognizes what your mind is only beginning to understand. The angels want you to know your soulmate isn't just coming toward you randomly. They've been summoned by heaven. That's why even now, they might feel a pull they can't ignore. Their heart might be restless. Their spirit sensing something powerful just beyond the horizon. And it's you. As they travel, whether by plane, train, car, or through a journey of spiritual growth, they're being guided by divine signs. Even in places where you would never think to look, heaven is sending them messages on receipts, on license plates, through random conversations, through music, through synchronicities they can't explain but deeply feel. This is no coincidence. It's the divine's perfect choreography. Remember the promise, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? The divine is not just nudging them toward you. They're clearing the path. Obstacles are being removed. Delays are being reversed. Hearts are being softened. Luggage is being packed, both in the physical sense and in the spiritual sense. Because this person, though perhaps younger, is mature in the spirit. They've experienced things that age their soul in wisdom. And those experiences prepared them to understand your depth, your strength, your journey. They're not coming in naive or unaware. They've been tested by fire too. And what survived that fire? A heart ready to love you the way you deserve. There's something else the angels want to say. Stop worrying about your appearance. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop letting age or body shame creep into your beautiful spirit. You are radiant. You're magnetic. You are anointed. And the right person will see your beauty in a way that goes far beyond skin deep. You may have been told you're too much, too intense, too different. But to the one who's traveling toward you, you are just right. They will find your power intoxicating, your wisdom comforting, your laughter healing, your scars sacred. Think of the beautiful words. You are altogether beautiful, my love. There's no flaw in you. Your soulmate doesn't need you to be younger, thinner, richer, or quieter. They need you to be you, fully, freely, unapologetically you. Because that's the energy that calls to their spirit. Now, the angels are showing a very specific moment. You may receive a message, a call, or even a surprising encounter very soon. It might feel casual at first. It might even catch you off guard. But something in their voice, their energy, their presence will feel like home. Don't dismiss it. Spiritually, their presence might activate something ancient within you. A sense of, wait, I know you. I feel like I've loved you before. I've prayed for you. And the truth is, you likely have. Perhaps before either of you were born, your souls made a promise to find each other in this life, to fulfill a divine mission together, to love in a way that heals not just yourselves, but others too. That promise was witnessed by heaven, and now that promise is being fulfilled. This connection isn't just for your joy, it's for divine glory. Remember the wisdom. Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. You have sown in tears, haven't you? Quiet tears on the pillow. Silent heartbreaks you never told anyone about. The kind of sorrow that matures you overnight. But now, beloved, it's time to reap. Not just joy, but sacred joy. A joy that doesn't leave. A joy that builds. And I want to speak to your past for a moment, because I can feel it rising up in you right now. That fear of repeating old cycles, of being abandoned, lied to, used, forgotten. But the angels want to declare over you, this is not that. This is not the same pattern, the same pain, or the same kind of person. And you're not the same either. You've healed. You've grown. You've broken generational curses. And now you're walking into generational blessings. The person traveling toward you is not here to test your faith. They're here to confirm it. They're like an answered prayer in human form. Remember the teaching. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. You've asked, you've sought, you've knocked on heaven's doors with your tears, and now the door is opening. You know it's them partly by the way your nervous system relaxes around them. Your heart rate might slow. Your intuition sharpens. You won't feel anxious. You'll feel peaceful. You'll feel protected, even without words. You'll feel seen in the places you used to hide. And they'll admire your strength, not in a performative way, but in a reverent way. They might look at you and wonder, how did they survive all that and still love like this? And you might look at them and say in your heart, the divine sent you. The angels also say that this connection will activate your gifts in a new way. Your creativity, your ability to speak, to serve, to lead, to write, to create abundance. You're not just being loved, you're being launched. And you'll launch them too, because your love might unlock something in them that the world tried to bury. You will remind them of their divine origin, their purpose, their power. Together, you will create something holy, perhaps a business, a ministry, a family, a movement. Whatever it is, it will bless others. Remember the promise. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This person is part of your calling, not a distraction from it. And now I hear the Spirit whispering, be vigilant, because just as you sense this blessing, negativity can sense it too. And sometimes, right before the true blessing arrives, a counterfeit might show up. You may notice old temptations returning, people from your past trying to re-enter your life, feelings of confusion, doubt, even fatigue. Don't fall for it. You've come too far to go. Back to what hurt you. You've outgrown it. And your real blessing doesn't need to manipulate, confuse, or rush you. The right one, the true connection, will bring clarity, peace, and divine confirmation. Remember the promise, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. You are protected, watched over, covered by the Most High. So rest, beloved. Open your heart, give thanks, and keep preparing, because the travel has already begun. Your soulmate's path has been cleared, and every mile they move, spiritually or physically, brings them closer to your arms. Don't be surprised if they show up faster than you expected. Don't be surprised if the connection feels like both lightning and deep comfort at the same time. And don't be surprised when you realize this is everything you ever asked the divine for, and more. If your spirit feels this message deep in your bones, let it be known in your heart. Affirm blessed and ready one more time and seal it with your faith. Yes, beloved, let us continue because heaven is still speaking. As you sit with this message, I want you to breathe deeply and open your spirit to what the angels are showing next. They are revealing to me that this connection, this soulmate traveling toward you, is not just romantic, it's prophetic. This is a destiny moment, a divine intersection. And the Spirit wants you to be fully aware, not just so you can receive the love, but so you can protect and nurture it. You see, perhaps for too long, you've been taught to brace for disappointment, to prepare for the worst, to expect letdowns in love. But this time, heaven is asking you to prepare for abundance, to prepare for deep, consistent, faithful love. A love that lasts, not because it's perfect, but because it's divinely aligned. Remember the wisdom that finding a true partner finds a good thing and obtains favor. You're that good thing, and favor is about to increase in your life, not just in love, but in every area. Because when this connection happens, it won't come empty-handed. Your soulmate is bringing gifts, spiritual gifts, material abundance, open doors, unseen opportunities. Their very presence in your life is going to feel like favor, like finally the heavens have opened over you. This is a person who is likely already working behind the scenes, intentionally or not, to create space for you in their life. They might be rearranging their priorities, stepping away from old relationships, investing in something new, or even considering relocating. And they might not even fully understand why. But we do. You do. It's because they're moving toward you. The angels say, watch how everything aligns. The delays that once frustrated you will make sense. The people who exited your life suddenly will no longer be missed. The confusion you once battled will turn into clarity. And the moment this person steps into your life, you might look up and whisper, "Ah, now I see." Beloved, this is not about you chasing love. This is about love finding you in the exact place the divine has called you to be. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to shrink for it. You won't have to prove your worth, because you've already been chosen. Remember the promise: do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. And the divine is helping you now by preparing your heart, helping you let go of the pain, helping you forgive what was done, helping you stop waiting for apologies that may never come. Because your new beginning doesn't need closure from your past. It only needs your willingness to receive. The angels are highlighting something very specific now: dreams. Some of you are about to experience dreams so vivid, so emotional, so prophetic, they will feel like you're actually there. Pay attention. Your soulmate might appear to you in a dream before they appear in the physical. This is heaven's way of preparing your soul for the connection and of reminding you that what's meant for you is already making its way. When that dream comes, maybe write it down. Reflect on it. Pray over it, because it might be a spiritual preview of what the divine is about to bring into your reality. And beloved, you've waited. I feel the weight of that. I feel how long the nights might have been. How many times you've asked, "Divine Source, when is it my turn?" How many birthdays, holidays, and quiet mornings you've spent alone with only your prayers for company. But those prayers were never wasted. Think of the image that the prayers of the faithful rise up like incense before the divine throne. That means your cries, your whispered longings, even your silent tears have been gathered and heard. Heaven hasn't forgotten you. Heaven is rewarding you. So now, as this soulmate approaches, I want you to do something bold. Start living like it's already done. Don't wait until they show up to walk in gratitude. Give thanks now. Smile now. Speak life into your days now. Set the table, so to speak. Make the space. Pray over your home. Clear the clutter from your heart. Because the divine blesses expectation rooted in faith. Remember, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You don't need to see them to know they're coming. Your spirit already knows. And the more you align yourself with that knowing, the easier it will be to recognize them when they arrive. And now, let's speak to your finances again. Because the angels have made it clear this person is not just emotionally generous. They are materially abundant. Not because wealth is the goal, but because they've been entrusted with provision for a purpose. And you are part of that purpose. You see, when two spiritually aligned people come together, their blessings often multiply. And the divine has seen your struggle, your efforts, your sacrifices. Knows how hard it's been sometimes to keep going, perhaps to tithe or give when you had little, to trust when everything looked broken. Remember the promise about bringing the whole tithe into the storehouse and seeing the floodgates of heaven thrown open to pour out blessings? This connection, it's part of that blessing. Together, you and your soulmate might break cycles of lack. Not just in your lives, but perhaps in your family lines. You might model healthy wealth, build legacy, support others, be channels for kingdom finances. What once felt out of reach might soon feel normal. And don't let the age difference worry you. Whether they're younger than you or you're younger than them, it doesn't truly matter, because in the spirit there is no age. There is only alignment. And the angels are saying this person's age is part of their divine design. They needed to be born when they were born, live what they lived, and come into your life now. Not sooner, not later. And beloved, there's healing in this connection. Healing for the parts of you that thought love wasn't safe. Healing for the parts of you that forgot what it felt like to be truly seen. Healing for the moments you felt like you had to beg for crumbs of affection. This person is not coming to complete you. You're already whole. But they're coming to remind you what it feels like to be cherished, gently, consistently, patiently. And because of that, you might begin to glow in a way that others can't quite explain. Your energy will likely shift. Your body may even begin to feel better. Old anxieties might fall away, and joy, the kind that sticks around, might begin to bubble up in you daily. So stay grounded in gratitude. Protect your peace. Walk in hopeful expectation, and give yourself permission to believe again. If this word has touched your spirit in any way, if you feel seen, affirmed, and spoken to, drop a heartfelt blessed and ready into the atmosphere from your soul. Let the angels and all of heaven feel your faith on display. Yes, beloved, let's bring this heavenly message to a close gently and purposefully, as the angels are still whispering, still ministering to your heart right now. The Spirit of the Divine wants you to remember something sacred. What's coming toward you is already yours in heaven's design. That soulmate, already set apart for you, is not just someone who stumbled into your life by coincidence. No, this feels like covenant. This is the reward of your faithfulness. This is the result of the prayers you whispered when no one else heard. The seeds of kindness you sowed in secret. The times you chose forgiveness when bitterness could have easily taken root. The love you gave even when you felt like you were running on empty. The Divine saw all of it. And this is your harvest season. This person, who is wealthy not just in finances but abundant in spirit, has been prepared just for you. They've gone through trials that taught them how to love deeply, how to appreciate loyalty, and how to recognize something real and genuine when they finally see it. That something real is you. Remember the promise, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Your soulmate is part of that beautiful plan, and their journey, their travel, their movement toward you is the unfolding of the Divine's blueprint. Even now, they may feel restless. They may not understand why they're suddenly uninterested in things that once excited them, or why their spirit is pulling them in a new direction. But it's you. It's your spirit calling them forward. Their heart is already in motion, even if their physical feet haven't yet crossed your path. Because love, true divine love, travels not just by road or plane, but through prayer, dreams, and spirit alignment. And beloved, as they move toward you, so must you continue to move forward. You are not waiting helplessly. You are preparing. You are rising. You are being refined in the gentle fire of divine purpose, so that when you meet them, you are not afraid, not second-guessing yourself, not comparing, but simply ready. Ready to receive love, ready to build, ready to thrive. Remember the powerful idea that the Divine is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. What the universe is about to do in your life might be more than you've even prayed for. This connection will likely exceed your past definitions of love because it's not rooted in fear or fantasy. It's rooted in the Divine. And when the Divine authors something, it doesn't crumble under pressure. It gets stronger. It deepens. It blesses generations. This is not just about you being loved. This is about you and your soulmate becoming a living testimony of restoration. A living testimony that love can be pure, that timing can be divine, that the universe can take two people from different backgrounds, different cities, different walks of life, and bring them together for something holy. Together, you will likely build something that blesses others. You may create a home that becomes a refuge, a business that empowers others, a ministry that heals. The point is, this isn't ordinary love, it's kingdom-level love. And it's protected. The angels say very clearly, do not be afraid of the attacks or negativity that try to stop this. There may have been forces working to delay, distract, and discourage both you and your soulmate. Spirits of sabotage, fear, or confusion, but none of it will ultimately prevail. Remember the promise, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are covered. This connection is covered. Your future is covered. So now is the time for trust, for surrender, for walking in the fullness of joy. Not because everything looks perfect right now, but because your soul knows the Divine is up to something beautiful. Some of you might begin to feel the shift in your body. You may feel butterflies without explanation, a sudden urge to prepare your space, a peace that doesn't seem to make sense. That's confirmation. That's the signal from your spirit. It's close. The angels say you'll be guided in subtle and loving ways. A song, a meaningful phrase, a dream, a chance encounter, a spontaneous invitation. These are not just coincidences. These are coordinates from heaven. Stay soft. Stay expectant. Keep your heart open. And as this new chapter unfolds, I want you to remember this. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are right on time. Remember the promise. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. And you, dear one, have been called. You have been chosen. And your soulmate, yes, even now, is making their way spiritually, physically, in alignment, in truth, in purpose. So thank the divine now. Bless this unfolding in advance. Say aloud or feel it deeply in your heart. Thank you, divine source, for the love that's already mine in spirit. I receive it. I believe it. I prepare for it. Let your words become seeds. Let your faith water them. And beloved, know this. You are loved. You are seen. You are covered. And your story is still being written with grace, beauty, and divine connection. Until next time, walk in the light, expect with faith, and stay in alignment with heaven's timing. And remember, your soulmate is traveling, not just in body, but in spirit. They are coming. And when they arrive, you'll know this is what you waited for. Feel blessed and ready in your heart if you receive this. Trust that your miracle is already on its way. Amen.